everyone. Welcome to Here We Are, Brattleboro's community talk show. I'm Wendy O'Connell, and our guest today is Kim Murray. Kim was born and educated in Thailand, and she traveled to America to further her studies. Kim owns Malisun Boutique here in Brattleboro, a shop with carefully curated items, handcrafted clothing, jewelry, and accessories, mainly local or from Thailand, where she goes from time to time, bringing things back from that country that are made by female artisans and entrepreneurs, and these items are also, many of which are made by Kim herself. Welcome, Kim.
Hi.
It's great to have you on the show.
It's really nice to be here.
Yes, yes. I think that many of us know your shop because it's been here how many years?
15 years.
15 years,
Yep.
and it's been in Harmony parking lot?
That's correct. Yep.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yes. It's nice to say that your shop is in Harmony, right?
Yeah.
Kim, you were born and you were raised in Thailand. That's
Yep.
where your family is from. And your early years were marked by big swings in your family's lifestyle.
That's
from
correct.
the time you were little until you got older.
Yep.
And so you spent some of your early years with an aunt.
Since I first born until the 5 years old.
Until you were 5 years old. Yeah. And your family was going through a lot of hardship at that time.
Yes.
And your parents were both teachers?
Yeah, they're both teacher, and then my dad is really dreamed to be architecture and engineering, so he did buildings at the time when I was in high school. That's what he's doing with my mom. Have a construction company.
Oh, and he did very well with that.
Yes,
that
he
right?
did. And in 1999, economy in Thailand crashed.
Yeah.
So that was hard.
Yes.
For us, all of us in the family, including my parents.
Yes. And so from going from a little girl and living with an aunt and not with your birth family, what was that like for you? Do you remember that time?
Yes, it was the best childhood time for me.
Really?
My aunt have 5 kids of her own, and then including me, so I'm number 6, but I get the spoiled part because I'm the little one, and I have so much love, so much love. I'm so grateful that she take me then, and sometimes she will be hungry just for me to eat. So, and her kids and me to eat, and she told every kid of her, say, do not tease her. She's my special girl. She protect me. I'm the little one, and the rest of them kind of like in teenager. So I got picked on a lot.
Yes.
So she's protect me for all that.
Yes. So you living with your aunt was to ease things for your family.
Yep.
And you had 2 siblings back
Yep.
home too.
My parents have to teach full time and also raise another 2 kids, and they think that they need help. So in order for me to live with my aunt, I got fully care and help and learn how to love. She has such a big heart, so I learned everything from her.
And then, so at the age of 6, you went back to your mother and father
Yep.
and that family. And then your father was doing much better by then.
Yeah, my families are doing much better.
Yes.
It's like very good and solid, and 3 of us is kind of grow up together, which is me and my sister and my brother and me.
So that was a shift in the dynamics of your family. How was that going back in and living with everyone?
I want to go back to my aunt because I want to play with dirt. So I was moved in the city, and everything had to be spotless. And I'm like, oh, this is different than before. So, but I think that the differences make me understand or about, how to live your life, and even in the young age, because it was a big difference. And I learned how to live with a bigger society, and I always over-friendly. That happened a lot. Like I would talk and not let anybody go because I really love to talk. My dad told me one time that my ear is getting heavy because one side is my wife and another side is my daughter. So that's what he said.
That's funny. So at the age of 15, you went to New Zealand.
I did.
How did that come about, and what was the impetus for that?
My dad is a big courage. He said he foresight that English will be a language that I need to know in order to go forward for my education. He said this language is going to be world used. That's at that time.
Yeah.
And I would do anything that will make him happy because he's a great dad and he worked every day of his life for his family. He's my idol. I look for him everywhere I go. He's always encouraged me anything that I do, and he's the best dad in the world, and I want to do that for him. So I went to New Zealand, homesick, crying, and with the people who not speak the same language. It was really hard. At that time, I don't speak English at all. So I learned how to speak English from my host family then.
Oh, you had a host family in New Zealand.
And then I came back to Thailand and I told my dad, I really love being with other people. So how about America? And I came back, I actually that first time I came to America when I was 17 years old, in between to 18 years old. And I was in high school and I have the best host family. I'm so blessed. My life have been in a good hand with everyone that I've been with. And so you're in New Zealand for a couple of years. You start learning English. You probably were proficient pretty quickly. That was a semester, right around,
And then you wanted to go, but you wanted to go to America. And what was the pull for you? Why America?
I have somebody spoke English to me in New Zealand, and I have no clue what that means. So I came home, talked to my host family. I say, what can I do to make me understand and be able to speak English? And then they suggest that after this time, you should go on with some places that speak English around you that will help you practice how to speak. And at that time, it was the choice that I have for an exchange student is Brazil and America. And I say, I want to go to America. And here we go.
And you know, that's a question too. Growing up, was America kind of a dream for you as a kid?
Yes.
When you first came to America, what was it like for you? What was your first impressions of coming here?
So I thought I'm gonna come and see New York. I thought everywhere is like that in America. And I was up in North Carolina with my host family. And I was so fortunate because they speak Thai. They were Hmong. They're the tribe that sometimes live in the border of Thailand, and sometimes they understand Thai and speak Thai, some of them. So it helped me so much because at first I say, oh, I'm gonna have to speak English for the whole year. How am I gonna do this? And then when I call him Daddy. He picked me up that day and he looked at me and he said, that's my girl. That's what he said. And then I said, you look Asian, do you speak Thai? And he said, yes, I do know Thai and I speak Thai. And I'm like, and you speak English too? He said, yes. And I think because himself was an exchange student, he know what I will face and how homesick I would be. He was always there for me. Even now, he will call me and ask me if I need any help, if everything okay in your life, always encourage me. He was another dad to me, and he is totally my idol because he has such a good heart. You have had some great influences. It's really impressive.
They're
all my angels.
That's
they
right.
were surrounded. I was surrounded by that.
And then you go back to Thailand and finish high school, and you find another way back to America. Is that right?
Yeah, I did. So I actually, after high school, I went on with the bachelor degree for education, and then during the time after that, I started master degree. After I finished the college, I went for a master degree, and it's also about education as well. And at that time, it was a lot. I've been studying all the time, so I asked my dad if I could go to somewhere for a summer and come back to finish my master degree that I have 1 year left. And he said, go for it. You were doing a work-study travel program, which got you to, of all places, Block Island, which is probably the smallest place in America you could end up. So can you talk a little about that? Yes, at that time, I also wanted to earn the money to help my family because we went through the hardship and I wanted to do it on my own. So when I came, I worked 3 jobs in that 3 months. So I did doing food in the deli, in the Block Island grocery stores. And then I do the hardware shop, like being a person who sells things and rearrange things in the hardware shop. And then I also do landscaping for anybody who need to take all the weed out or something like that. I will do that. And actually, I almost one thing. The first time I learned how to paint is in Block Island. So I was painting for the job as well. So I have 4 jobs actually.
Wow. So that was house painting?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Block Island is magic because that's where I fall in love with my husband.
Yes, let's hear about the ferry ride.
Yeah, so I was taking a ferry to go to Block Island, and that's when I met my beloved husband on the ferry boat.
Yes, right. And you got a little sick on the ferry boat,
Yeah,
I believe.
and he's helped me, and then I don't really trust him because I don't know who you are, why you offer me ginger ale and all this stuff. And I said to the lady next to me, I said, if something happened to me, if I pass out, take me to this address. Do not let me go with that guy. He was waiting for my call for a whole week. He started to give up. I didn't call because I lost the number, and we met again in the grocery store in Block Island where I worked. So I said, I can't never get rid of this guy. He seemed to be around, and then he asked me out then.
And this guy happens to be a guy from Brattleboro.
That's
and
correct.
That's how you ended up in Brattleboro. Yes. Yeah, there are a few things that happened in between. So anyway, you go back to grad school.
Yes, I did.
And you graduate, you get your master's. And what did you get your master's in?
It's English for specific purposes, is ESP. It's like help you to translate and also help you to understand technical word in each career, such as doctor, like a healthcare. Like each career have a different words of things like that. It helped for translation.
Did you interpret for individuals, or was it a group kind of?
Both. But most of the interpreter will have kind of like a boss. Did I use the right word? Like a person. And then sometimes I have to translate for a whole group about the conversation. Solving problem and all that is really help you to become more steady. Like you can learn easily with listening. And also that I gain a lot from listening as well.
Oh, I'll bet.
Yeah, very challenged, but it's fun. It's a good experience in life.
You know, it sounds to me like you enjoy a challenge.
Depends.
Am I right?
Most of the time. I think my life have been changes in many times. And I love them all. 40 years old, and I love it all.
You have no regrets.
Nope.
That's saying a lot. You know, you've spoken about a few of your influences, your dad, and going to New Zealand and things like that. Were there other specific people or experiences that you had growing up that influenced you?
Yes. I would say my aunt taught me how to love and taught me how to care about other people. That's I learned when I was really little, so that's always in me. And my dad and my mom encouraged me for education because as a woman, education in my country is important, and that they were both there for me for that. And I think as time go by, because I live with different people, it taught me so many ways to understand and to realize why is this way and what's happening here, and understand and be able to live with other people easily because you understand and you've been with so many kinds of people and different kind of situation.
It calls for a lot of flexibility on your part, as well as being able to maneuver with the languages.
That's always a challenge with the language.
And so you end up with a guy from Brattleboro,
Yeah.
right? And you come back here, and when you first got to Brattleboro, I know that you were doing some jewelry making, and what other kinds of things were you doing at the beginning?
I was design and make jewelry.
Designing and making jewelry. Uh-huh.
And then I didn't know that my jewelry would lead me the way to have a boutique. I did not know that. That was not planned.
Yeah.
I was going to be a teacher. That's what I studied for, and I was, okay, this is my road, and I'm going to be a teacher. Life is not always as planned, so it changed. So my first piece of jewelry that I sell, and I couldn't believe it, that I can make money out of it, and I'm like, really, this is awesome. And I fall in love with making jewelry. I can really focus, and I could really be steady and meditate at the same time and creating beautiful things.
Yeah.
And people love it.
Yes, yes. Well, you've got on beautiful necklace and
Thank you,
earrings
thank
that you
you.
made yourself. Yes,
That's correct.
and
Yep.
they're available at your store.
Thank you.
So, how did you make the leap, this big leap, into opening up a store?
I had a dream that one day I will have a nice store in Brattleboro, and that store will make a lot of smiles, because when I first sell my necklace, the first one, I saw a huge smile on that face, and I said, I'm gonna need more of those. I wanna make more of those smiles. And that would lead me to Malisun Boutique. That's how it begins.
That's wonderful. That's a great starting story.
Thank you.
And also, Malisun is your maiden name, you could say. Can you tell us about that name, Malisun?
Malisun is mean jasmine, and that flower in the old day in Thailand, if you can giving the jasmine to someone, is the way you say you love them. So that's my store name.
That's your store name.
Yeah.
And that's in keeping with everything that you want that store to be.
Yeah, I want people to walk in, and then very important, when they left, I want them to leave with a big smile and happiness. That's what I want.
Yes, yeah. And I think that's pretty much what you get
I hope
as well.
so.
Yeah, yeah.
Even I talk a lot, but I want everybody to be happy.
Yeah. You go back to Thailand, and you have connections there of individuals who are making artisans, mostly women, who are making handcrafted clothing and jewelry as well.
Yep. The key to Malisun is transparency. So I want people to know how is the fabric made, and who make them, and who design them, and who make your clothes. You put it on, you know exactly what faces you see. That's how I see it.
Yes.
And yeah, so these Malisun Boutique have given me a very good experience to work with people back home and support their family. And also I share this happiness and love to other people in Brattleboro, and also people that I have met in this country.
Yeah.
So I was really fortunate to get that chance. I feel like I was offered that chance that I can help both sides of the world, help people back home so they have a job, they have food on their table. And I also hoping that all these things that I do will make a lot of happiness and smile on everybody's face on this side of the world.
Yes, and so yes, you're going back and forth between your two worlds.
Yep.
Do you still have a lot of family in Thailand?
Yes, everybody there except me here.
Oh, really?
I'm the only one.
Do they come to visit?
Yes, my brother, my mom, they came to visit. Not yet my sister. She had a bakery, so she's really busy.
Yes, that's right. And you helped her with the bakery at one point.
Yeah, I helped her to start the business.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know that I will be good at trade. I just go along with it. Whatever it is, it's good.
Yeah, you've worked real hard.
I did.
Yeah, yeah.
I start from $400 from my husband's check. He said
For Malisun.
for Malisun. I start with $400. I said to my husband, we're gonna keep half of it for food and gas, and we're gonna use half of it for something I love to do. And he said, we'll support you all the way through.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really great. And it's worked. It's worked very well. You carry many different kinds of things there. There are things for kids, there are things, you also have singing bowls, which I think is kind of a wonderful thing. And those come from Thailand?
Well, they come from Nepal.
Ah,
Yeah. So we had a friend connection there that helped us to get the singing bowls.
Yes.
Yeah, it's also kind of like something I love, because that's also helpful meditation for me. I use that a lot, and it's kind of like give me energy the time that I want it, and kind of calm me down when I wanted to relax and things like that. Singing bowl is is one of the things that I love to do.
Yeah, and for folks who might not be familiar with a singing bowl, it's really worth stopping in the store and experiencing one, because it's just you hold it in the palm of your hand and you take what is it called?
The mallet.
The mallet, and you go around and around, and the sound increases, and it's really quite remarkable.
It is remarkable.
Yes, my 10-year-old grandson really loves to do it as well.
I'm happy to hear that.
It's
Thank
the
you.
sound that's it's really quite remarkable.
That's awesome.
You at Malisun, you also have the Plant a Tree program.
Yes.
So if you could tell us about that too.
Yes. I'm so happy to tell you this, that every purchase we plant one tree per purchase. So right now we plant over 10,000 trees. Yeah, and majority of the tree is planted in Madagascar.
Madagascar.
And, and then there's some other places too that these trees is help to reduce carbon and things like that.
Yeah.
So if you want to know more, you can click on the website and look at it, and it tell you where the tree plants and what we have done with the tree, or what would the tree give to you and the world and things like that.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to participate that. And I get 10,000 trees before Christmas. That's my Christmas present.
Oh, that was great. That's great.
Yeah, so, well, I have to say that not without the customer, because these happen because of support from the community. Everybody show up doing their part, and I am so grateful that everybody fought with me, along the side with me, and never left me alone there. It's always a great community here in Brattleboro. I have a customer who walk in, and then I have a group of another customer come from different states, and the customer told me, take care of them. We definitely gonna buy. Don't worry about us. We local, but take care of them so you can make more sales.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's amazing. It's like, wow. And sometimes people, pandemic during COVID, and I have opened the store after that, and everybody having a hard time. A customer walk in and say, Kimmy, I have a gift certificate, but I'm not gonna use it until you get settled. I'm gonna shop and pay, but I'm gonna save that until you feel a little better with all the things get clear up, and then I'll come and shop again. But I wanna help you.
Yeah, so you've really gotten some great community support.
Oh my God, it's the best. It's one of the best places in the world that I ever been, in Brattleboro.
And that's saying a lot, because you've been a few places. The location that you've been in, which is has been a very sweet location. As you said, you've gone through COVID. You've also gone through the economy, going through a really rough patch. You had the Brooks House fire, you had Irene, and you had some major construction happen all around you during these last 15 years, is it? Yeah, yes.
4 strikes. No more, please. I'm good. I think I had it all.
Yeah.
So I love my space. I create a nice environment there, and I spend most of my time there. And I love my store, and everybody who come in feel the same way.
Yeah.
So we share how good we feel to each other.
Yes.
I think that's really one of the best place in the world that I ever been.
Yeah. Your Facebook page is great. You have little videos on your Facebook page, and it also, you talk about the different sales and special things that are going on as well. But it's also a nice snapshot of the store for people to tune into and see your lovely face.
Yes, thank you.
Another thing is, in October of 2020, you were celebrated by Brattleboro Savings and Loan during National Women's Small Business Month as the Women Entrepreneur of the Month.
Yes, I got it.
Great.
Thank you for everyone. Thank you for Brattleboro Commerce. Hold on,
Chamber of Commerce.
Brattleboro Chamber of Commerce,
Yep.
DBA, and a lovely customer and my family that has been there for me.
Yes.
It would have not made it this far without all their supports. And because of what situation that's been going on in that 15 year, I have 4 strikes, and every strike I be okay, and I get courage from all the people that surrounded. I am very fortunate with that.
Yeah, and support from everyone as well.
They never let me alone. They're always there for me.
Yeah. And you've kind of outgrown your space a little bit.
Yeah. So now I want to expand because of the business change the model. We had more brand that we will add in and things like that. So we need a bigger space. So we're gonna be on exit 1. that building that they're renovated right now.
Yep.
So do you know the old Haynes?
Yes, the old Haynes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's a big space.
Yeah, 4,600 square feet, I believe. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, that's a lot more than you have now.
Yeah.
Do you have a vision of what the change will be?
It's still gonna be Malisun. It's still gonna be a good quality product and a friendly environment.
Yeah.
But we're gonna add more of it, so everybody who come in can get anything that they want in there.
Yeah, some more products.
That's correct.
Yes, yes.
And so many, you gotta find out. If you wanna see it, you come see me.
That's right. That's what we should keep an eye out for
Yeah.
that as well. So that's in the new Vermont Marketplace, I believe.
Yes,
Is that
that's
the name
correct.
of it? Yeah,
Yeah.
at Exit 1, the building that's being renovated. You know, you've spoken about how Brattleboro has so supported you, and you know, it's so great to hear that, and for you to have experienced that. Is there anything else about Brattleboro that you would like to mention, or any people?
Yeah. I think I have to say thank you for you all to open arms for me with kindness and care, and want to make sure I'm doing good. I'm thankful for that, and I will be loved all the time, and that is a good feeling of life to have.
Yeah.
So I learned that, and I will give that and share that to other people as well as time go by. So I hope to share what you share to me, and I have to say thank you for my family. Thank you for DBA. Thank you for Brattleboro Merchant,
Yeah.
and all the neighbors around me. They love me and they want me to do well, and I'm very grateful for where I am now, and I would love to be here, and this is the place I call home.
Yeah. That's so
This is
sweet.
my home.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show, and thanks for sharing some of the Malisun, the jasmine that goes around the world, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It smells really good.
It smells really good. Yes.
Yes,
It's delightful.
thank you. And I'm so grateful you invite me to this show.
Oh,
Thank
it's
you,
wonderful.
Wendy. Thank
Wonderful to have you on. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah. Thanks to all of you for joining us today and for learning a little bit more about Kim. I'm sure many of you have gone in the store and left with a smile on your face, as she talks about. So that's a pretty good thing. And stay tuned. Keep an eye out for her new location. And stay tuned to us. We are a weekly show. We're so glad to have you with us. See you next time.